Hello friends, welcome back. My name is Angie. If you saw my last video, I promised you a second video, so I'm actually going to tape it the same day, the same clothes, no makeup, gray hair, because that's how passionate I am. I kept putting these videos off because I always said, oh, I'll wait till I get, my grays covered. I'll wait until I have a tripod for my phone. I finally said, forget all that. I need to do this because it's fresh on my mind. I passed and received my license a few months ago, and I just have so much to share with the world. If you're interested in accounting, the subject of accounting, you have your accounting degree, your undergraduate, you're currently going to get your master's, you've already signed up to take the CPA exam. This video is for you. This is my second video, and this is going to talk about tips to help you pass the CPA exam. And these are all tips related to the exam day, okay? Some of these I've never heard before, and I'm going to share them with you today. I hope it helps. Please leave me a comment if any of these help you, or if you think they're going to help you, just give me a thumbs up just so I know that someone's out there watching me. Okay. 1, oh my goodness, the day you get up, go onto the website of the exam center to make sure that center did not close out of nowhere. This happened to me 3 times, and the first time it happened, I was like, okay, this won't happen again, and then it happened 2 weeks later. Okay, so I arrived at the center. I was so ready. I was so ready to take BEC, my last subject. I wanted to get it done. This was like the second time I took it, and I was ready. I get there. I actually saw 2 other cars in the parking lot. So I'm like, okay, somebody's here, the worker's here. I go up to the building. It's locked. I'm like, WTF. I just drove an hour and 20 minutes to Daytona to take this exam. I'm ready for it. Please, God, please just let this be a locked door. I go around to the back. It's also locked. So then I get in my car. I'm starting to panic a little bit. I have no phone calls. I have no emails. I have nothing. Why can't I get in? And if this is on a Saturday, which it was for me because I took all of my exams on a Saturday, I work a full-time job. Saturdays are the only time I can take the exam unless I want to use a PTO day, and I was not about to do that. So I try to call the line they give you for, what's it called, Prometric, and you're just going to get a voicemail because they're not going to answer the phone on the weekends. They don't work on the weekends. They do not give you a phone number that goes directly to the center. So I panicked, and I'm just like calling over and over, hoping that they'll get my voicemail or someone will by fluke be there and answer it, but they didn't. So I turned around, drove back home an hour and a half, and then lo and behold, the next day, like a Sunday, I had an email, okay, that said our center is closing, please reschedule your exam. People, this was a day after, okay? I'm sorry I keep using the word people. I guess I do that when I get a little passionate about something, but I'm like, why did this happen? So Monday when they're open, I call, I asked them, what was the deal? Why didn't y'all at least call me? Because they had already called me a couple days before to confirm, which they are supposed to, and they did. They confirmed it. So I guess there was an outbreak. They had to close the center immediately. Okay, so that happened. I rescheduled, but I had to reschedule. There wasn't any openings. People are trying to get these done by the end of the year. This was close to the end of the year. So I did get it rescheduled, and lo and behold, I should have known better. I should have picked a different site. It happened again. It happened again. But thankfully, this time, the morning before I left, I'd already gotten up, got dressed, ate. I'm like, uh-oh, let me just check the website. So I checked the Prometric website. I scrolled down to the Daytona Beach Center, and it says closed. I'm like, again, WTF, why are you closed? But at least I didn't drive all the way up there that time. So that's tip number one. Even if you've got the confirmation phone call, they've said, are you coming? You said yes. The day of, check that website to see if they're open, okay? And in another video, I'll share with you what happened. This set me back. This set me past the 18-month limit to get my last exam in. So I'll share with you what happened and what I had to do. Okay, tip number 2, take the break. Take the break. My first exam, FAR, I was so nervous. I was just wanted to get it done and get out of there. I don't know why. I was just really nervous. I hadn't had to take an exam like that, for years and years and years and years. So I was scared. I was scared to hit that button that said, yes, I'm taking the break. I thought, what if it loses everything I've already done? I just need to keep going. I need to just get it done. So I didn't take my break, okay? I made a 74. What if I had taken the break and got something to drink, used the bathroom, ate a banana, just stretched my arms? Maybe I would have been able to refocus and I could have gotten a question or 2 or 3 right, because the way they score these exams is not like a normal school class, okay? That's a whole nother subject. So my tip is to take the break no matter what. They're not going to lose your info. It actually happened to me in another exam where my computer froze. It totally froze. I had to put my hand up because you can't talk, you can't leave. I put my hand up, she comes over there, she unplugs the computer. Freaking out, okay, on the inside. I'm like, what are you doing, please? She unplugged it and plugged it back in, but somehow it saved my work. So they've been through this before. You're not going to lose your work if you take your break. Okay. Number 3, and I didn't know this until my last exam. You have 5 minutes when you're reading the instructions and you're confirming by signing your name or typing in your name that you agree. You have 5 minutes. So what you're going to do during this 5 minutes is, now you know that you can do this. You are allowed to do it. On your scrap paper, the most important mnemonics that you've memorized for this exam, or just something that you don't want to forget. You can write it down on that scrap piece of paper, and then when you get a question about it, you can look back at what you wrote down during those 5 minutes, and it could help you. Trust me, it can help you. It helped me. I wrote down some mnemonics for BEC, and when I got however many questions, a lot of questions about that subject, I was able to look back at my notes and easily remember, oh yeah, that was for this, that was for that. So just use that time. Number 4, some of these chairs and monitors and things at the desk, you could have a broken chair. One exam, I had a broken chair. It would not go up or down. But because I was so already nervous and already just wanting to get it done, I didn't say anything. Don't let that happen to you. You can say something. You can tell them, hey, I need to move my chair up. I'm down here, Or just, for example, the fan. For some reason, they love to run the fans in these rooms. One was blowing on me, the whole time. It got a little chilly. I could have said something. So don't be scared. Speak up. And also, you have to ask them for a calculator if they don't give it to you. And please don't be surprised. I was so surprised the first exam. They give you the little baby calculator. You're holding it like this during FAR because you use it a lot during FAR. Be prepared. You're going to get a baby calculator. So start practicing with it now. That's an extra tip. Buy one on Amazon or wherever and start practicing with it now. Number 5, okay, I didn't do this until the second to last, probably during, actually, no, I did this during the last 3 exams, audit, tax, and BEC. Don't go in thinking you're going to fail, okay? But just to be safe, leave a corner of your scrap paper open, and If you see something on that exam that you're like, oh man, I really need to go back and look and see what that was. I don't remember that, or I forgot what that was. I forgot what contribution margin was. Make a little note in the corner of the piece of paper. Just write the word evil twin, contribution margin. And you could, at the end of the exam, it just takes a second, but at the end of your exam, look at those little words you wrote, because you're going to make a mental picture here of those couple of items. And then when you get out of the exam, because you can't take the paper with you, when you get out of the exam, you're immediately going to text yourself those words, those things that you want to look back at, just in case you made a 74. That has helped me every time. It has helped me. Yes, it might not be on that next exam, but it could. And some of the times it was. So that's number 5. So I'm going to continue making these videos for you. Please subscribe and like, and ask me, write a comment. Tell me thank you. Something helped you, or give a tip of your own just to help us get through this. I didn't have many people to help me, okay? Like I said, I'm an older person. I'm in my 40s. I waited over 20 years before I took the CPA exam. I got my bachelor's in the year 2000. Okay, so I waited, and it is hard. It's hard to get through when you fail every one the first time with a 74. That's what happened to me. But we can help each other. We can push each other. We can help. We can give tips. We can say, hey, you can do it. I'm going to be here for you. I'll be your coach. I'll get you through. If you just need to hear it from someone, watch this video over. Know that you can do it. It took me over 2 years and 3 months to get through all 4. That's a long time. That's a long time out of your life, away from your kids, away from your family. But you can do it. Take your notes. My last video, I talked about putting notes on like a hard folder like this so that you can carry them with you in your car. Every chance you can get, look at your phone at some of the notes that you took pictures of. Do a flashcard. Don't give up. Don't take a lot of time off from studying, maybe a day or so, but get right back at it. Always be thinking you're going to get through it, because you are. So I'll see you on my next video. I have some more tips I'm going to share, maybe show you some of the way I took notes, or I'll just share whatever I can think of. I'm going to share with you guys out there. Again, thank you and have a wonderful day.